is Jennifer Peterson. I'm the Executive Director of the Mass Water Source Association, and I'd like to welcome you to the ribbon cutting today for the town of Townsend Harbor Trace Treatment Plant. We were here for the groundbreaking in July of 2023, and I'm excited to be back here today on this wonderful occasion to celebrate the completion of the project. Townsend has a long commitment to water resource protection and management, and this project is the culmination of years of planning to ensure that Townsend residents and businesses will have clean water for decades to come. With the partnership of their engineering team, High and Bond, they designed this state-of-the-art treatment plant to filter up to 2.5 million gallons per day of water. This plant was designed with granulated activated carbon to remove PFAS from the drinking water, and today you'll hear more about the project from the many partners who were integral to the success. I'd like to start by inviting Emma Catelli from Representative Lori Trahan's office up.
Good morning, everyone. Hello, my name is Emma Catelli, and I'm here on behalf of Congresswoman Lori Trahan. I'll be really brief. Unfortunately, the Congresswoman couldn't be here today, but she had asked me to share how proud that she is of nearly $6 million of federal funding that helped make this incredible project possible. The Harbor Trace Treatment Plant is a huge win for the town of Townsend. It's really a direct result of everyone's vision, dedication, and hard work. I especially want to recognize the Townsend Water Superintendent, Dave Ditchian, and the town's leadership for taking such a proactive approach to this issue that many of our communities are facing. I remember when I attended the groundbreaking back in July of 2023, which does not feel like it was that long ago. I learned that Townsend was one of the earliest communities in Massachusetts to launch a PFAS treatment project through the state revolving fund, which is truly no small feat. This would be a great opportunity to thank our state partners, State Senator John Cronin and Representative Margaret Scarsdale. I know Susan Templeton is on behalf of them here today. For their tireless advocacy and their close partnership with Congresswoman Trahan to deliver results for this community. At the federal level, Congress has made historic investments to address PFAS contamination nationwide. This is including the bipartisan infrastructure law, which delivered billions to upgrade water infrastructure and support communities like Townsend dealing with these toxic forever chemicals. Congresswoman Trahan has been a strong advocate for those investments and for ensuring the EPA has the tools it needs to set enforceable PFAS standards. The nearly $6 million of federal funding used for this project came from the bipartisan infrastructure law and the American Rescue Plan, which the Congresswoman supported in the last Congress. Thank you all so much for having me here today. Congratulations to everyone involved. On behalf of the Congresswoman, we're truly proud to celebrate this milestone with all of you, and thank you so much.
Now I'd like to invite Susan Templeton from Senator John Cronin, and she's here to represent Representative Margaret Scarsdale as well.
Good morning, and thank you for that kind introduction. Wow, incredible, remarkable. I was here back in July of 2023, and it's my pleasure and honor to be here again. I serve as Senator Cronin's district director, and it is my privilege, honor, and joy to be here on his behalf for such a special occasion. Senator Cronin sends his deepest regrets, but he is in the State House debating the fiscal year Senate budget. In fact, I'm here representing the office of Margaret Scarsdale as well, and she sends her deepest regrets, but she has a family commitment. I certainly feel like I'm the lucky one. The Townsend Water Department continues to receive accolades. Only a handful of days ago, they received a special award, a 2025 Water Works Recipient Award for their many accomplishments handling the multiple issues here in this town of Townsend. The lawmakers asked that I present the Senate citation and the House citation on behalf of the opening of the PFAS treatment. David, can you come up? David, I present to you on behalf of Senator Cronin and on behalf of the Office of State Representative Margaret Scarsdale, a Senate citation and a Massachusetts citation signed by the Speaker of the House and the Senate President, and these two lawmakers wish you all the best in the days ahead. And congratulations on all your actions.
invite Todd Melanson up, Chairman of the Water Commission.
I thought long and hard about what I was going to say. When we were looking for our community to move to, we looked for a place that was family oriented, and more rural, I guess. Townsend stepped forward like nobody else. We had to shut down Harbor Trace. The residents had to deal with discolored water because we could not control the smaller wells, creating disruption in the system. Reminds me when we had the ice storm. We all stood together. There was no one person who did more than the other. You helped your neighbor. And that's what this community has done. It stepped forward, it committed patience to the staff. The staff has done an outstanding job in dealing with your concerns, your complaints. They were justified, but there was nothing they could do. My board, we took hard steps. We had to raise rates. We faced you. We didn't hide. We sat and had meetings with you and things like that. PFAS was no one's fault. No one here caused that issue. There was no one great group. But we stepped forward as a community together. We bore the brunt of it. This is the culmination of that. We have some additional problems, and we'll get through those as a community like we always have. I want to thank the staff and the superintendent. They've done an outstanding job. Dave and I rebuilt the staff, the board, and we rebuilt the staff to what you have now. That staff has stepped forward and has produced together what you are in today. This is a community achievement. We couldn't have done it without the residents supporting us. We couldn't have done it without the Board of Selectmen supporting us. My board could not do anything without the staff. I'm just a figurehead. I just sit here and talk. People that get all the accolades, you in the audience, the staff, Ty and Bond, who was our engineer, the DEP staff who worked with Dave relentlessly to get as much out of it as we could. The congressional support that we've had has been amazing. Everyone should give themselves a round of applause. She's a good plant, and she's something that'll take us into the future. So thank you for your time. Thank you for coming here, and I really appreciate it. All right, thanks.
And on behalf of the Townsend Select Board, we have Veronica Cal. Veronica, would you like to say a few words?
I just want to say that the select board was here when it started, the very first meeting, where they let us know that you have to look at the PFAS in the water and do something about it. So after many community meetings, the Board of Water Commissioners and our superintendent looking at funding sources, what could be done and where it could be done. We're just very happy to see that it's come to fruition to have our water supply safe for all. Thank you all very much.
Now let's get to our partners. I'd like to invite up Hank Malcolm to say a few words.
Thanks, Jen. Always great to be with you. It's great to be here. My name is Hank Naughton. I'm a partner at the Napoli Skulnick Law Firm. And several years ago, the leadership of this department in this town decided to take part in our litigation that we started way back in 2018. There are 18 makers of PFAS. So if it's in your water, it came from one of these makers. May have made a lot of stops along the way, but ultimately responsible are these makers that my firm, led by my partner Paul Napoli, led litigation against for the past, coming up on 8 years. Within a very few weeks, the first parts of the settlement from the 3M Corporation, which settled for $12.5 billion, will start coming out to utilities around the country, including here in Townsend. settlements from DuPont, Tyco, BASF, Carrier, Kidd Fenwell Corporation. 6 of the 18 settled. We're negotiating with 12 more. I don't say this as a pitch. I say this to inform you, but to me, this is very personal because I live right down the road in Clinton, Mass. My dad ran the water department in Clinton for 40 years. Sue Templeton used to work with me when I was health public officer around here. Knew him and knew of our family. One of my sons just came back from the country of Ghana in West Africa, having served 2 years with the Peace Corps. What was his job? Digging boreholes in these small villages to which he was assigned to bring water. It's kind of a family thing. It's important to me. My firm represents over 2,000 water utilities around the country in this litigation. Within the last couple of weeks, I've been in Louisiana, Casper, Wyoming, Tulsa, Oklahoma, St. Cloud, Minnesota, across Wisconsin. But this is close to home. And I'm going to tell you, Townsend was one of the first communities to step up, not just in Massachusetts, but in the country, to lead the way. Before they knew that they were going to have part of this settlement, before they knew that they could definitely count on the federal funding from ARPA or the state revolving fund, because of what they wanted to do to protect their citizens. And it reminded me of my dad and the people he worked his entire life. So I have a great deal of respect and admiration for the leadership of this department, and Dave, and the board, and the select board, as well as your state legislative and your congressional leadership. The town's lucky to have them, and they're lucky to have the support in a town like this. I think it's all about, as we realize in Clinton, Mass, it's all about living in a small town and knowing each other and wanting to take care of each other. You have my congratulations, and I'm looking forward to continuing working. Thanks for having me here.
Thank you, Hank. And now I'd like to invite up Lou Sirocco on behalf of Ty and Bond, the engineers on this project.
Jen. I am Lou Sirocco. I'm with Ty and Bond. I'm truly honored to be here today and have this opportunity to say a few words now that we are officially over. This moment represents the beginning of a new chapter for the Townsend Water Department and how it will serve the community. And we're just really super honored to be part of this whole project and played out. Part of that role was to try to keep up with Dave John, the superintendent. David came to our kickoff meeting with all his hopes and dreams, already mapped out for the entire project, literally. And we hit the ground running from that day forward and never looked back. So even though this project maintained a very aggressive schedule, it still represents years of work. It's hard work, division, collaboration, and dedication of so many. To the Townsend Water Department, its staff, the Board of Water Commissioners, the Select Board, the David Superintendent, without their proactive approach and leadership, we would not be standing here today. To Winston Builders, they're the general contractor on this project, with Dave McMillan and Jeff Knight, worked tirelessly throughout construction to bring this project to life. And then all of my incredible colleagues at Ty and Bond, Tiffany, Mary, Bob, Derek, and not to mention Roger, who is helping full-time on site. Thank you very much. Kristen Berger, the OPM, helping us stay on track and on target. Our partners at DEP, Central Regional Office, and everyone who's here, your support is everything. This project not only addresses the issue of PFAS for the majority of the town's water supply, but provides the water department with a new workspace to more efficiently deliver high-quality water to the people of Townsend. And it also has a versatile meeting space, facilitate a variety of needs, as well as the ability to complete vital operator training. As we stand here today, we celebrate more than just a new treatment plant. We celebrate collaboration, progress, and continued efforts for improvement in education and drinking water. Thank you very much.
And now I'd like to invite up Jeff Muirhead from Winston Builders. I'd like to say a few words.
Good morning, my name is Jeff Ryan. I'm one of the principals of Winston Builders. I'm here today along with Dan McMillan, who is the project super and a very important part of this project, helping it make it successful. First, I'd like to thank David and his team for inviting us to their grand opening. Congratulations on your new water department office and water treatment facility. I know we're biased, but this is an extremely nice facility, and I hope it serves you well. I know David worked very hard for a long time to make this project happen, and it is our pleasure to help him see it come to fruition. As everyone knows well, eliminating PFAS from drinking water is extremely important, and this plant is a valuable asset to the health and well-being of the residents of Townsend. We also appreciate the opportunity to work with Ty and Bond on yet another successful project, as well as Kristen Berger and Resilient Engineering. David runs a very well-organized operation, and Townsend is fortunate to have him. Thank you again for the opportunity, and we look forward to the possibility of working with you again in the future. Cheers and best of luck.
Thank you, Jeff. And I just want to make sure, is there anyone here from Mass DEP who would like to say a few words? All right. And with that, I'd like to just thank you all for being here today. This project would not have been possible if not for the vision of the Water Department staff, the support of the Board of Water Commissioners, the partners here today, and most importantly, the commitment from the residents to financially support this project. You have made an investment in the future of Townsend, and you should be proud of this community's unwavering support and commitment to clean water. The department staff is going to offer tours of the plant today, and while waiting for your tour, you're welcome to take part in some refreshments. Thank you all for joining us to celebrate the opening of the Harbor Trace Treatment Plant, and this will conclude the formal program. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dave Vision. I'm the superintendent for the Townsend Water Department. As you see here, this is a new water treatment facility with the admin offices. This treatment plant has been built to fit in with the neighborhood. As you can see, all the colors on the outside of the treatment plant are all earth tones to match the surrounding area. We want to match. We don't want to be an eyesore to the neighborhood. So we kept everything as low profile as we can. The building is laid out in thirds, so it tricks your eye into thinking the building's smaller than it actually is. So it creates an optical illusion for the neighborhood. This is the main door. Everything's blended in, even the handicap ramp. You would never even the handicap ramp is blended in, so you can hardly even see it. And it's not much of an obstruction for someone who has a wheelchair. As you come in, in the waiting room, there's a map of Townsend from 1856. These pictures you're going to see are all acoustical tiles. They're made to absorb the sound, but every one of them has water. Every room in here is themed for a reason. We cut the corner off the office for flow, so you can, when you come in, everyone can see the bathroom, everyone can see my office, the main office, and the classroom. These are some of the awards we already have received for this treatment plant. This is my office here, the superintendent's office. It has a built-in conference room, and the theme for this room is rivers. for the acoustical tiles. The next room is the admin office. We have 3 workstations. We have a small conference table for customers if we need to discuss something with them. This also has a file room built in and a full copy center, where we can make copies of 36-inch wide to whatever long. The theme for this room is twilight. It's all sunrise, it's nighttime, sunrise, sunset. So, and that's what this room's theme is. I don't believe in a men's and women's room, so we just went single-use bathrooms. This is the training and conference room. Right now, we have the tables out in the garage. But this room, one of the big things is to the left is a map of Townsend. And all those postcards are from Townsend, and they are placed where they belong. That's the training room screen right now is what's running in the treatment plant. And you can see how much chlorine's in it, how much flow's in it, how much pressure. This room is a multi-purpose room. It can be used for a conference room. It can be used for a training. It can be used for an emergency shelter, because with this is a full kitchen and a bathroom and a laundry room. Also, this can be used in case of emergencies for an emergency center. That if you see on the floor, these are all outlets and Cat 6 cables. If something happened, say at the town hall, that they lost power for a few days, I could house every person in the town hall in this room within 10 minutes.
So you've got your internet in the corner so that, nice.
So, and we have our own generator that could probably supply half the town. But we have a full kitchen. There's everything in here. That's an oven, as well as a microwave and air fryer, dishwasher, a full stove. This is the locker room. It also has a full laundry in it. This is the full bathroom, which also around the corner has a fully handicapped shower. If you want to take a look.
Okay.
Yeah. The next area is the wellness area. This is the AED, the first aid center, and also it has a full wellness room where you can breastfeed, change diapers, make a personal phone call, whatever you need to do, and you just need some to be alone.
Emergency situation, a lot of people in here would be important.
Right, you never know.
Yeah.
The next room is the field office. This is where all the field crew will come in and start their day and take care of all their paperwork. The theme in this room is ocean. The next room is the skater room and the server room. This runs the entire water system from this room.
Okay. Including all your remote monitoring of your wells and
Correct.
everything. Yeah.
This has an interesting theme, and this is one you would want to guess. And if you want to try to guess on the theme, for the,
Looks like it's out west, lakes and rivers.
it's all the same place.
Oh,
That's the theme. If you look at all the pictures, they're the same exact place.
okay.
If you see that
Yeah.
this mountain and that mountain are these two, and that mountain right there is this one. So it's all the same place. That's why it was set up like that.
Nice.
Give it a little trick.
So this is the same diagram in the other room.
Correct.
Yeah.
But that one you
Ooh.
can't do anything with. This one
It's
actually
interactive.
changes things.
Yeah.
So the next is the garage that's set up for the event. This room is actually bigger than our old office put together.
Wow.
Now here's the view. As you can see, it's all ramps coming down. So for handicapped people, there's no steps. This is the filter room. Each one of those filters weighs 40,000 pounds.
Yeah.
And this will produce 1,700 gallons a minute or 2.5 million gallons of water per day.
Now that filters after it comes out of the well.
It comes here. It goes to the back filters over there,
Yeah.
which takes out all the gray and the bigger particles, and then it goes into those filters.
And what are you filtering out of the big tanks?
PFAS.
Oh, this is a actual PFAS system.
Right.
System.
This is a PFAS treatment plant.
Wow. Okay. So you've gone all the way.
So this is almost 40 feet high.
Now, do you have to purge those tanks every so often,
There's a relief valve on the top.
so you can purge them, get the stuff out,
Well,
or
you have to empty once it gets contaminated, we have to empty out every one of these vessels
one at a time,
one at a time.
and you just cycle them through?
Right. And then we put new material in.
How often would you need to do that, or does that depend?
That depends on how much PFAS goes through them.
Right.
It could be a year, it could be 5 years.
Okay.
I've seen both.
Okay, so you're talking a year minimum or maximum.
Right.
Yeah.
I have no idea right now because this is all water's different.
Yeah.
Until you actually, but the bag filter's gonna add the life to this by taking some stuff out.
Okay.
Every little bit helps, right? So
Yeah. Wow.
all these pipes are color coded. Green comes from the wells. The blue is coming out of the filters and into the homes. And then the brown is where when you have to change all the media, it goes out and goes out the side.
That's the purge. You purge them and do it.
Right.
Okay. Wow.
This is the lab. So this does all the measuring and readings.
Okay.
So how we know when to change things or adjust.
Okay, then you can tap your various sources of water here.
Right, and do testing.
Oh, same color coding. Okay. Nice.
So you don't want this open? Okay. Yeah. That's right, we will.
I didn't want anybody in there because of the factor.
We'll leave it at that. Remember all the chemical tanks? This one puts chlorine in the system. And this one raises your pH, so it doesn't corrode, the pipes don't corrode.
Okay.
It's natural drawn water is acidic.
Two of them.
I'll show you a quick view. I'm going to show you back here. This is a probable of how large these filters actually are. If you can look over at if you look over here, you can actually see how large these filters actually are. The floor here is 2 feet thick to support the weight of these vessels. Like I said, these are the bag filters. The material that's in them is the same exact material you would have in your fish tank. The white cloth, same material. The material that's in there is the same black material that's in your fish tank is the same black material that's inside these tanks.
Now, are these tanks filled completely with the material?
Yes,
And the water just percolates through it?
correct. From the top to the bottom.
Yeah.
So this is where the chemical gets injected in the pipes. So this goes out and goes into a 36-inch pipe. Instead of having a tower that's 60 feet tall in this neighborhood, we turn the tower on its side. So that 36-inch pipe is 434 feet long.
Okay.
And it replaces having a tower, a 60-foot tower in a residential neighborhood.
Now, I would have thought that the tower would give you natural pressure by gravity, and if you drop it...
No, we pump it up to the top of the hill.
Oh, at the top of the hill, so it
To the
isn't
tanks.
above the trees and stuff.
Right.
I see, yeah.
What you have is a mixing tower. So instead of having a mixing tower, we turn the tower on its side and elongate it.
It gives you a chance to...
So all what you see in the front of the building is a 434-foot pipe
Yeah.
that's 36 feet tall to mix the water.
So all you have to do here is keep up with usage once it's filled.
That's right. Right now we're in the middle of summer. We're at 70% capacity.
70?
70.
Yeah.
So, scratch it. We're at 20% capacity. So the only noise you hear in this is the dehumidifier. There are no motors in this building. All the motors are put in the wells.
Okay.
We wanted to keep this neighborhood quiet.
Yeah.
So we upgraded the motors in the wells so the water gets pushed through. And so there's no noise in this building.
So everything here is waterhead water pressure is moving everything.
Correct.
So you control it with the hand valves in
We
here.
control it at the wells.
Oh, the well, okay.
But it's all about the neighbors. You know, we want to be good neighbors. We don't want to create any grief. So we treat the neighbors as good as we can. And, not that it's always a good thing to have a treatment plant in someone's backyard, but we made the best for them. We did the most we could.
So I noticed when I drove in here, it was right through a neighborhood, as if it was a cul-de-sac, and all of a sudden
Right, but
this is here.
You didn't see this building till you were right on top of it.
Right.
But that was the whole idea. We wanted to de-emphasize the building. No noise, the colors, everything is to create a low profile for the building.
Also, the traffic here doesn't depend on what you're doing here. It's just the come and go of your
We have
staff,
8 workers.
and that's your.
That's it.
There's no necessarily any trucks until you have to bring in bulk replacement or
Once a month.
something. You know.
At the most. So it's, now the construction's done, but it's very quiet.
Now these supply tanks, are they filled up from outside?
No, filled up inside.
Inside?
We have a special room to fill it up.
Oh,
We don't want
okay.
any tampering on the outside. So we created a
Right.
room just to fill up inside. But then workers don't slip on ice. They're
Yeah.
not getting rained on. There's no accidents. Everything is safe. It's all about safety.
Nice. Visually, it's very interesting, nice design.
Yeah, well, this all started with a little piece of paper
Yeah.
4 years ago. I designed this. I designed the way everything steps up. I just didn't do all the fine design, but everything you see was a vision I had from 4 years ago.
Very nice.
And it's the price tag. Right now, it looks like we're not paying anything back.
But
It looks like we're not paying anything back. The state and the federal government gave us 60% of the cost off. And then we're getting anywhere from 12 to $52 million in the lawsuit. So we just haven't got the full numbers yet.
very impressive.
Most people don't even know it.
Well, by design.
I don't like going up those stairs. I always go down. When the power goes out, right here's the generator.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a house.
Yeah. And that's a fuel tank underneath?
Yep. That all runs
Typically.
by diesel.
Yeah.
And this is all the runoff is caught and put in here. There's 3 retention ponds on the row.
Yeah.
On the row. The last one is a bio retention pond.
This is all the surface water in your impervious surface.
Surfaces go right in here. The first one's dry, the next one has water, and the next one is completely dry, but they have wetlands plants in them.
Okay.
It's to take all what's ever left over out, and those plants will eat what's ever left over.
Yeah. It's all static and just natural flowing and nice.
So
Nice.
this
Yeah.
this was a concrete pad. This was a concrete pad for changing the media. So we added parking lot to it, just for
Oh,
for
okay.
training, for the training room and classes.
Okay, yeah, nice. Oh, I see, you've got outside taps here. Yeah, very
Yeah,
nice.
so that's where those brown pipes empty out.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's right, yeah. So they can pick up the old used media.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's what this, that's the only reason for this.
Yeah.
And you use this every 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And, or, that's what I'm predicting, about 4 years.
Nice.
But we still don't know until it actually happens.
Yeah, you can monitor it.
Right.
Yeah, nice.
And like I said, we even put the dumpster over here, again, as far away from the neighbors as we could to be the best neighbor we can be.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh, you're
Very good tour.